Love chocolate but hate the guilt? In this video, I'm going to give you my favourite healthy, high protein dark chocolate recipe. I'm Lara and I can help you live healthy, happy and free. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified so that you get the notifications when I upload videos every single week. My kids love them, my friends love them, my husband loves them, everyone loves these chocolates. So in this recipe you need 4 ingredients and there's an optional 5th one as well. So let me show you. Ingredient number 1 is coconut oil. Oops, I showed you that the wrong way round. Coconut oil. Ingredient number 2 is cacao powder. Ingredient number 3 is any nut butter. So in this one I'm actually using peanut butter, but if you prefer any other nut butter, absolutely fine. Just use that nut butter instead. The next ingredient is some protein powder. So in this one, I'm using the vanilla Arbonne protein powder. And then the optional ingredient is to include any nuts if you like them. So in this recipe, I'm using macadamia nuts. These are all the way from Kenya because I love them, my favorite nut, but you could use anything in the chocolates if you want a nut in the middle of the chocolates, but you can also do it without as well. And then the final thing you need is these. So this is amazing. It's basically molds for chocolate. And if you don't have one, it doesn't matter. Just use a baking dish and you can just lay the chocolate on the bottom. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this now. And before I go any further, a quick question for you. Drop the answer below. Are you a dark chocolate fan or a milk chocolate fan? So what I've done now is I've put everything into a saucepan. I have 2 scoops of the protein powder, 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of the nut butter and a dessert spoon of the cacao powder. And what I'm doing now is I'm melting everything together. Now, if you live in a hot country, the coconut oil will already be melted and you can just mix this all into a bowl. But I live in the UK and it's colder here, so the coconut oil is actually solid. So I'm just melting everything down and mixing it together. And in actual fact, there is one other ingredient you can include depending on how sweet your tooth is. You can also add a tiny bit of maple syrup or stevia at the very end of this. So once it's all melted, you can add it in. But this is all I'm doing. I'm just melting everything down now into and mixing it all together. So as you can see, I've melted down the coconut oil, so I have a nice liquid here. And in my molds, I've put nuts in some of them and left some of them empty. And you can do whatever you want. So my daughter absolutely loves raisins, so sometimes we put raisins in the center, sometimes nuts. It's totally up to you. And now what I'm doing is I'm gonna take the mixture and I'm going to pop it into my mold. So this is the messy bit, and this is, if you have children absolutely love doing this. It's actually really fun to do with kids. So, oops, it can be very messy actually. So you just carefully, if you can, take the liquid and pop it into the molds. And you can see now that I've put the mixture into every single one of the molds. It is a little bit messy, but that doesn't matter because what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in the freezer and it stays in the freezer for 10 minutes. So final step is to take the chocolates out of the freezer, and you can see here they're all frozen, and this is what I love about these molds is you can simply just push them out like that. And I have this lovely chocolate there, look at that, and then you bite into it. There's your nut. So there we have it. You now have the recipe for high protein dark chocolate. And if you're someone that struggles with sugar cravings, then I actually have a few more recipes on my blog, and I've put some in the links below, and they can really help you if you have a sweet tooth. And if you are someone that's looking to have more energy throughout the day, then you can download my free ebook, which is also in the comments below. Check out this video next, which is all about sugar cravings. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe and share it with your friends.